Today in The Sims 4, we are decorating this massive old money mansion. We built the outside on my channel a couple weeks ago alongside this new money mansion, which we also furnished in a different video. And now we get to furnish this mansion, and this one is even bigger than the new money mansion. But as a refresher, when we're talking about old money, we are referring to generational wealth, meaning the money has been in the family for decades, centuries even. So we're imagining this house being passed down from generation to generation for a long time. So let me show you the floor plan first because we're gonna have a lot to get to today. So starting with the top floor, this is where we're gonna have all of our bedrooms. So we're gonna have 4 bedrooms upstairs. I also want this house to have lots of secrets. So one of the bedrooms is gonna have like a secret little area over here. We'll have a few bathrooms on this floor as well. I also punched out this bit in the floor. So we're gonna see that floor below from up here, and I think that'll look pretty. And coming down to the main floor, this is where we're gonna have all of our essentials. We're gonna have a living room, a big bathroom, a big extravagant entry area. Then we're gonna have a dining room, a kitchen, and a storage room. And then coming downstairs, if you guys remember, since we built this thing up on platforms, it's kind of weird because this is technically our basement because it's sunken down, like it's part of the foundation. So this is where all of the fun rooms are going to be. I want to have a massive library, a wine cellar. I want to have a huge ballroom where they can host big parties. We'll have bathrooms in the back. We're gonna have a maid's quarters, like a bedroom for the maid or the butler. Then we'll have a kitchen here. And here you can see I added another little secret door. That is going to lead downstairs. And this is where things are gonna get a little weird. So coming down here, I want to have a secret meeting room, like a formal, eerie dining room where they meet with other old money families or whatever. They do their business down here. Over to this side, I want to have a bank, like a massive bank with vaults and stuff. But then coming down here, I was reading my comments and I was asking what old money hobbies could look like. And so many of you said horses and horseback riding, which obviously that is so smart, but I don't have anywhere to put horses. We have maxed out this space on this lot. So down here, we are going to have our horses. We're gonna have some stables down here. We're gonna have a track. Since it is hidden away, I like to think that maybe they're going to be gambling on this, or I don't know, but it's gonna be some kind of underground horse situation. So let's actually start from the bottom and work our way up. I want to start with this meeting room. So this mansion, in comparison to the other one, is obviously going to have an older style. Like I was saying, I wanted to seem like art and furniture and everything has been passed down from generation to generation. Like they're going to have antiques here, collectibles. I want part of it to literally look like a museum, not like the new money household where we literally put a jet ski in the pool. And also apologies for the wait. I did mean to get this out sooner, but last week was such a crazy week with like Sims announcements and the re-release of The Sims 1 and 2. It was a lot. There was a lot I had to get to. I did not mean for this to be a 3-part series, but here we are. I need more nice rugs in this game. Whenever I need a big fancy rug, I always find myself using these base game ones down here because they are among most of the expensive ones down here. Ooh, what about a tapestry? This could represent the family, like the family tree. Maybe this is like a family symbol or crest. I want to have a bar down here. And then even though we had a secret door leading down here, I think I want to add another one. We don't even have a secret door leading to the bank, but we have one for the horses. The horses are going to be like a top secret thing. And then on this dining table, we could add these ancient books, maybe some letters like these ones here from werewolves. And we can add the notebook, just like top secret, probably corrupt meetings happening down here. Or, you know, just some good old-fashioned horse betting. Okay, so far I like this. I'm gonna add in these chandeliers from Jungle Adventure. I think for decor, I'm gonna add this tree from City Living. And then maybe since we have books out all over the table, we can add a bookshelf. I always like this one from Discovery University. I feel like that pack has a very old money feel to it. Ooh, what about a hutch? I've always really liked this one. Maybe we can save it for the wine cellar though. I feel like when you search things in this game too, like not everything shows up because I'm pretty sure there's a nice one in Jungle Adventure, like a different one. Okay, yeah, this one. And I always forget about it because I can never find it. We'll dim the lighting, make it look a little intimidating. And I like that this is connecting onto the bank too because people could be coming here asking for like investments. And I also want pictures of important people everywhere. Like Get Together has these. I like using these for gallery walls sometimes. I think they're meant for a bar, but they have like older pictures of these Sims. Oh, and The Sims has a Blast from the Past event going on right now where you can unlock a whole bunch of retro items. It's for sure my favorite event so far. We have this phone, which it sucks because this is just decor. Like, it's not functional. It would have been so fun if it was, but it's okay. It's so cute. I love this. Maybe they can use that to make their important calls. I don't know what's going on here, okay? We'll figure it out as we go, but so far, this is our meeting room. We have room for one more picture over on this side, actually, so I'm just gonna add that in. Oh yeah, this is the vibe, but we're gonna be going dark academia, murder mystery sort of aesthetic. Okay, let's go do the bank before we tackle this horse area. Did I make this big enough? Okay, I think, yeah, we're good. So I'm gonna add as many vaults in here that I can, just kind of adjust that. We'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll get some dark flooring leading in here. I need a chandelier. Maybe we can use these ones from Get Together. These ones are so yellow toned. I always go in and change this room to like a warmer white. I'll get some dark wallpaper. And then there's an item from Journey to Bad 2, which looks like it could be a big bank vault. Obviously, we already have our functional vault, so this is just gonna be for decor. Oh, here it is. This. All right, we're gonna put this at the very end of our bank. And then what if we added a desk in the middle here? Oh, there's books on the back of this. I never noticed that. Imagine there's a banker that just works down here 24/7. We can add the big executive chair and we'll get them a computer. I always wish there was like a better computer than this one that was really expensive. I mean, we have this one. I guess maybe we can use that. We could actually, since this is a vault, like a room, we'll skip that one and then we have a vault door. So in behind this one, I can add in all of our just like valuables. I did this in the new money house as well, but in this one, I wanted to add things like these dinner plates, these super expensive dinner plates from Jungle Adventure. There's also these golden frogs. I've done a ton of challenges on this channel where I've tried to make really expensive builds. So I'm pretty familiar with like the weird expensive items in this game. Like if we look into Cats and Dogs Debug, there's this random gold bar which says your pet was pooping gold and this pooped out. Positively amazing. Big old question mark on that one, but you know, we'll just add that in. This has never happened to me in game, by the way. If anyone has had that actually come out of their dog, let me know. I'm too curious. I need to know how to get your dog to poop gold in The Sims 4. Okay, I'm still not entirely sure, but I think it could be like a health issue that your pet develops where they have gilded gut, where they just start pooping gold. I have no idea, okay? Again, if you know about this, let me know. Anyway, we're gonna add in this necklace. This could be like a family heirloom. It's kind of hard to see in here, but I'm going to raise up these bars of gold into this case. Okay, so that can be our first little vault room. And I think I'll make another one on this side. So we're gonna have 4 money vaults and then we'll have 2 vaults with things in them. There are little treasure chests we can add in. There's also this death flower that I liked adding in. I'm gonna add that into this case. Ooh, maybe some secret scrolls. Like they have secrets here. They've got generations worth of tea. So let's add in this antique golden teapot. Oh, we also have these from Crystal Creations. In there we could add actual things like diamonds, any other fancy jewels we can find. I've also done builds like this before where I've gone in and just like filled the vaults up with gold. Not that it really is functional, but like it looks kind of cool. So let me just fill these on up. Look at all the money we're spending. I'm gonna actually compare the two at the end. I want to see how expensive both of these turned out. I was also just gonna add a couple chairs here, like meeting chairs. Again, if you wanted to take money out of the bank, I guess. And as a reminder, Sims can die in those vaults. So this could be a bank. It could be a trap. All right, so our bank room is done. Let's go and do the horse room. We've got stables to do, and then we have the entire like track, which we're not really going to be able to do, but we'll see. Okay, so for over here, I want to add grass. We can maybe bring the same tile through this room, like the hallway. We can use some horse ranch wood down here. These rooms, I guess, can just have dirt flooring, and I don't know what wallpaper to put in this room. Maybe wood, I guess. I'm gonna add these big barn doors so people can get through, like with the horses. And then for the stables, maybe we use these ones. I'm hoping I made these big enough to have the water and stuff in them. I think I can still still pull these back a little bit, but we need the water and we need food in each of these. I guess I'm gonna have to move a horse into these to test it out. I'm also wondering if they can go up the stairs. I can't remember if they can or not. These are all gonna be the same. They're all gonna get their water. They're all getting their food. And then I guess over here, we can add in these jumps. Instead of having a track, we'll have these. And I did want room for seating. I'm adding this sky to the ceiling as well. These poor horses, I feel bad. Ooh, Life and Death also has this super pretty chandelier. We're gonna be using that a lot for sure. But I wanted like grandstands. So maybe we can kind of do it with platforms. I'll just raise this up and then delete the wall, and then I'll do the same thing coming down. So it's gonna be elevated back there like that. For seating, I'm using these. These are from the Desert Luxe kit, and I'm hoping I can get stairs right up that middle. Oh yes, perfect. What else can we add in here? There's like this gold horse statue. I can extend this and put it at the end. We can hang this as decor. I also wanted to add some horse toys. I wonder if I can put them in the corner maybe. And then outside, obviously, we need all of the horse decor, like the gear. I should probably put a couple of these, some cleaning stuff. I can add the trophies above all of their stalls. We've got the saddles we can add in, but I also wanted to add this scoreboard from Get Together. Oh my gosh, there's literally a person on a horse here. I've never noticed that. I think that's a horse. Okay, yeah, we'll add a couple of these, like just on the walls. I hate this room. It's giving Squid Games. The vibe is not right here. To be fair, we are underground in an old money mansion, so like, I'd feel better if the horses could actually go upstairs. Can they? Let me just add a horse real quick. You guys, we have a problem. Horses can't use stairs. So our entire room down here is not functional. What do we do instead? Maybe it used to be functional and now it's abandoned. I'm just gonna add spider webs everywhere. This is for the better though, honestly. I'm adding like scratches and stuff all over the walls. We could add the hole in the ground from Life and Death. Okay, nope, I have an idea. We said we were going to have like a frat boy son who kind of rebels in this household, throwing parties all the time. This is going to be abandoned, but I'm gonna delete some of it to make room for a DJ booth. We'll dim the lights down here too. And we'll add a big dance floor, and this can be like the frat boy son's abandoned secret party room where no one thinks anyone uses it. We'll add like the Discovery University keg stands in here, and this actually ties it all together because we said that this frat boy was gonna fall for someone at the New Money household, and in the room that we built for that sim, they had a DJ booth, so it all ties together. This is such a random room. I love it. Okay, our bottom floor is done. Let's go up to the second layer of the basement. And up here is where it's gonna get a lot more fancy. So I want to start off over on this side. I want to build the ballroom, and the Blast from the Past event also had this flooring. I really like it. I think it'll work well with this aesthetic. I also put it on the ceiling, and then for wallpaper, I keep going to these Life and Death ones just because they are so what I'm looking for today. Like I need detail going on the wallpaper. I want some big tables. I know My Wedding Stories has this one. I think these could work well. So we'll add a few tables. I don't want to fill this entire thing with tables. I think to the left will be where we have the actual dance floors. The Secret Sanctuary kit got these chairs, which I think could be really pretty. I like this swatch, so let's add those on the table. Oh, this is kind of an annoying table because the chairs clip. Does that apply to every chair? Yeah, they all sort of get stuck underneath the tablecloth. Oh, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. I'm sacrificing that. I want to use these chairs. And then underneath there, we have these rugs from Life and Death. I'm gonna add these. We'll add those Life and Death chandeliers over top of every table. Oh, this is already so pretty. But I want to bring in columns, and I wish you could add trim to interiors. Like all of these pretty trims that we have on the outside, I wish you could add those inside. Like I think you kind of can if you glitch it out, but for now, I'm gonna take these Discovery University columns and I'm gonna start adding these onto the wall. I'm gonna try and like evenly space them out, and then I was gonna find a shelf. We could try this one from the Crystal Creations stuff pack, and I want to size it up and just stick it along this ceiling. And then maybe we do like some smaller ones along, literally making our own trim along this. This is gonna be another thing that's gonna be so annoyingly time consuming, but I think it'll be worth it. Let me at least do this wall first and make sure I actually like it before doing the entire thing. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be super pretty. I'm also gonna add these sideboard tables just like by the columns. It's funny because I think we use these in the new money build, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get away with them here too. Like on these, we can add our bottles of champagne. This would be a great venue for a wedding actually. Like maybe in this corner, we could add the My Wedding Stories piano, but I'm thinking about separating this. And then I want to lower this part down so everyone up here can be looking down at the ballroom. I don't know how that's gonna affect our basement. Okay, we're good. We can replace this with a fence. Why did that bring back the platforms? Okay, we'll lower it again and then we'll add some stairs. And then down here, we'll have our ballroom. Oh, it's so pretty. Those chandeliers, gorgeous. Okay, we need some dance floors that are big enough. What kind of swatches are in here? I don't mind this. Ooh, but I like this checkered one, I think, from Get Together. So I'm gonna replace that one. And then the Secret Sanctuary kit also has this couch, which matches the swatches of my chairs that I added. So I'm gonna put these along the sides. So Sims could lounge here if they wanted to. We can add like a big stupid statue in this corner. Maybe this from Jungle Adventure? Or should it be a person? Maybe it should be a big statue of a person. I found this sign from the Bistro kit. We can also bring these tables in here. I'm just trying to like fill up this space. We can add the nice, very expensive items in The Sims 4. Oh, and also from the Refined Living Room kit, we got these tables. And I feel like they just look so fancy. They're 1,000 simoleons each, so also pretty expensive. Okay, so that part is coming along slowly. I'm gonna add in more in a second, but I've got a gap right here where I think I'm going to add a bar. Like maybe this one from Life and Death, or this one is also really pretty from Discovery University. I'll add some bar chairs. I also think I want a couple microphones by the piano. Maybe also a big bookshelf. These mirrors might also look super fancy. We also have these massive like brazier floor lamps from Get Famous. So I think I'm gonna put these in the corner. And then on top of there, I could maybe add this with the gravy fountain on top. Yeah, realistically, all you would need is an archway here for a wedding venue and you're set. I really want to add big curtains in this room too, but we don't have any windows, so I'm just gonna put them over top of the doors. And I want to add big artwork, but one problem we're gonna run into is we're gonna run out of artwork in this mansion. So I'm definitely gonna have to find some on the gallery. All right, so here is our ballroom. This is so fancy. I love the trim up top. It's so extra. Let me show you like over to this side. I ended up building more up for the bar. I ended up adding some kegs behind on the ground. And then there's also some storage, like we have the wine bottles, some jars. Over to this side, we have our piano performance area with our microphones. If they hired an entertainer, this is where they would be. So we have like this massive, massive dining space. And then coming over this way to the actual ballroom, this is what we got. I ended up adding this big, like creepy guy instead, but there are speakers back there. This is a massive dance floor for Sims. This is really, really pretty. I wanted this to be like the most detailed room in the house. Okay, I think I'm gonna just do the bathrooms over here. I figured it's necessary to have one connecting to this room. Ooh, okay, we got this new base game tile. There's actually a base game update recently where we got a lot of new things, but I love this. I think this is actually also some new tile. This one I'm not overly fond of. I feel like you could use this maybe in like a shower. Let's find a sink. I was thinking about using this one. This is from Life and Death. And then we get the matching counters. We could raise these up. These are from Growing Together. I feel like that looks kind of nice on top. We'll add in some towels. The Refined Living Room kit also came with these really pretty like jars. Ooh, and this bowl. Just some like nice neutral sort of decor for this room. We could definitely use a plant. I think I'll add this one on the wall from Love Struck. And then I wanted to add this big mirror in the corner. This is from the basement kit. We're going a little extra for like a public washroom. Like this is just for hosting basically, but I want to treat our guests well. So we'll have like a chair. We've got a plant, maybe some kind of artwork here. I also like adding these with like the sanitizer if I'm doing a public washroom. And then we'll add a trash can over on the other side. And then for the actual washrooms, we're gonna use the expensive toilets. We have to. They are like 5,000 simoleons. And then also when I'm doing public washrooms, I like adding in showers. Just in case your Sims get stinky, you will thank me later, okay? By the way, the new money build build is on the gallery. This one's gonna be on the gallery too. I'm just gonna add in a couple more paintings, and like we don't really need too much in here, right? Maybe just some towels, a little mat, and there we go. All right, so we've got our washrooms, we've got our massive dining slash ballroom. I think next we can come over here and do the wine cellar. I saw this wallpaper earlier from Discovery University and I kind of want to try it. And then the Sims 4 Horse Ranch comes with nectar making as a skill. So there's a lot of nectar sort of decor, which is like the Sims wine basically, including these barrels. So I'm gonna add these in. They have like these crates, which I think I might size up, at least for some of them. There's also storage. I think I'm gonna size these up too. There's more of these we could just put on the ground. This is not really gonna be a functional room anyway, so we can make it a little more cluttered if we want to. We also have these base game bottles. Just stick these on the wall. And then along this wall, I'm gonna add the bar backs from the bistro kit. They also have a lot of wine decor. Like there's these that hang from the ceiling. They also have wine clutter. Horse Ranch does too, but you have to find it in debug. But I would assume all of these bottles are like really old. They're gonna have quite the wine collection. Maybe we'll add some stone in here instead. So this is our wine cellar. It's right near the bar, so if anyone had to come and grab some wine bottles, they could. And then I feel like because we're doing all of this down here, I wanted to add a kitchen. So our kitchen can be in this corner, and that's where the secret door to the basement is, the other basement. I think we'll do a fancier kitchen upstairs, and this one could be a service kitchen. This could be like an older kitchen. If we hire any help, this could be where they go. By the way, in that new base game update I was talking about, we also got new counters, which is a pretty good add in my opinion. Everyone loves counters, and these are pretty nice, and they come in a lot of different swatches. Some of them are more colorful. We've got a lot of different neutral options. They didn't come with matching cabinets though, which is a little bit upsetting. Oh, I'm just kidding. Yes, they did. I love how my default assumption was that they didn't, but they actually did. My bad. Okay, I'm gonna add in a couple of fridges. I hate it when my counters aren't right against the fridge. I'm just gonna shift everything over. I did a double fridge, so we'll do double oven, and we'll add in some oven hoods. And then I think we can add a sink over to this side. So let's just wrap the entire thing around, I guess. I did also want to add a dishwasher. I'm just changing up my appliances so they match a little better. Okay, I've changed around some swatches again. This kitchen is a little creepy. I was gonna add a table in the corner with some chairs near it. This could be for the butler or the maid or whoever comes in here, just like a break table. Now I'm just picturing everyone like sneaking in here to go to the parties down below. I'll add some aprons in the corner, maybe a cookbook. We can make it look a little more homey in here. And I also have space right here for a hutch, so I'm gonna add that in. There's like a railing glitch that I kind of want to hide anyway. On top of that, I'll just add a coffee maker, and we'll leave that space open for prep. Okay, so this is our old kitchen. This is if we hire some help. This is where they work. Caterers can come in here. It's not too far from the dining room over there, and is connecting onto the dining room below too. And then I think since we made our kitchen here, this over here is going to be our butler's bedroom, or if they hire a maid or whatever, maybe a guest room, this is where they could stay. So this room in here isn't going to be anything too crazy. I think it's sort of going to be like a hotel room, but I still want to get a really fancy, comfy bed. Maybe it can be this one from Life and Death. We're going to have a bathroom in that back corner, so I have very little room for my kitchen. We could probably wrap the counters around this way. Actually, one of them could be a mini fridge. We just squeeze that on there. We'll do one of those countertop ovens. We'll have the corner for prep, and then I can add a sink. So just a little kitchen going on over there. And then I want to do a nice big dresser. I love this one from Vampires. We can put that in the corner. I wanted to also get a mirror. We can add that in too. Here we could add one of those frame TVs from the Secret Sanctuary kit. Maybe we can add a bookshelf in here. When I'm doing a guest bedroom, I also like to add these little suitcases from Growing Together. We'll add an ottoman at the end of the bed. And then for art, I might try these from Werewolves. I have different swatches and options we could use. Like that looks cute. I'm adding a rug, and I need another gold statue of some kind. Maybe we can put that on the wall. Does that look kind of weird? What if we add this beside it? Tapestries could also work beside here. Sure, there we go. This is our bedroom. This is cute. I actually like the colors in here. The Sim is also going to get a nice expensive toilet. I'm gonna give them this really pretty peacock sink from Realm of Magic. A lot of people hate on this, but I like it. I also always kind of like giving my maid Sims or like butler Sims a little bit of an eccentric room. I love a sassy butler. So they've got that. I'm also gonna give them a shower. And okay, there we go. This is going to be our butler room. I like to think that maybe they've been with them for a long time, or maybe they're newer. Maybe this is a younger Sim who works for them, a younger maid maybe. I did leave space right across the hall here for for a closet. So I was thinking in that room, we just add like vacuums, laundry even, just stuff for the maid or the butler to use. We'll add a hamper. I'm also gonna add a hamper just into that bedroom. And then yeah, all of the bust the dust vacuums. Well, there's also this from Eco Lifestyle, which has like blanket clutter and pillow clutter and stuff on it. Okay, so there we go. There's our little storage cabinet for our cleaning stuff. And the only rooms we have left on this floor, we have this, which I'm gonna make into a huge library. And then we just have the hall leading into all these other rooms. Let's do the library because that one's gonna be another fun room. I'm gonna take the same Life and Death wallpaper we had. I also really like the flooring we used in the ballroom, but I added a different wood to the ceiling. It kind of has a design on it. I'm picturing those big houses or buildings with like elaborate painted ceilings. And now we need to find some bookshelves. I think I'm gonna try and use these ones from Life and Death just because I really like this color. It's a little different than just going for like the regular old wooden ones. Let's do something different. So I'm gonna line the entire wall with these. These are also really nice because you can go in and change the swatch, and that just changes the book swatches. So it gives you a little bit of variation of not having the exact same books next to each other. So we have that wall. I also want to put these down the middle. So I'm just gonna line them like this. We'll leave a little gap. We can do some more right here. I'll also put them on these walls. We use some different columns in here. Maybe these ones from the Castle Estate kit. So far our library looks like this. Oh, that is pretty. This is like my dream. We have room for a fireplace at the end. I'm loving the random skull imagery. Obviously, because I'm using a lot of Life and Death, we're gonna see that. Like these doors have skulls on them that I've been using all over the mansion. These could very well be occult Sims. Like the Sims that live here, maybe they're vampires since the vampires are immortal, hence why they're just able to pass this thing down for so long. That could explain a lot actually. It explains the older decor. It explains the fact in this house that we don't have a whole lot of outdoor activities happening. I also just want to add some book clutter around. These are little tables from the Book Nook kit. I just love this item. I'll just stack them in the corners. It could be that one of the parents is really scholarly, super smart. I am thinking it's an older family that lives here though. Like older parents, older kids, probably in their teens. Oh, this picture could look really pretty right there. So far, so good here. I added this guy again. Maybe he is like the dad. I feel like that would be kind of funny. Or it says our founder's statue. So maybe it's like a great grandpa. I did want to add a desk space, and I was thinking about doing the same thing with the platforms on this side. So if I add them right here, we can raise this up and I can add some desks right above. They may have to be kind of small. I don't know how many I could actually fit in there. Yeah, they definitely can't sit like that. We're gonna have the chairs knocking, or we use an even smaller desk from Werewolves. I kind of like this one actually. I like the clutter in it, so let's use that. I'll use these like big fancy chairs again. And in the back, I'm gonna add these shelves. Those are from Crystal Creations. But in there, I could add books, so maybe they're like locked away, like these ancient ones. I'll just add a few of these in there, and these can be like really special books. I'll add some art. See, I'm already running out of art that I like. We'll again just add in some expensive computers. So that is our desk space. I do want to add a couple more though. So in those spots, like I can put one right here, and then I'll add my computer, and then I should be able to fit one right here too. So it's just nice that we have a few different options. And okay, there we have our desks. I absolutely love this house so far. When we were decorating the new money house, I told you guys it was not really my style. Decorating in modern is a little difficult for me, but for some reason, I've always been able to decorate in this older vintage sort of style. I like that there are so many bookshelves in here. We have a lot of old books, maybe some stuff that we've collected along the years, tons and tons of knowledge going on in this room. But all we have to do now is pull this basement together. So we'll add some flooring. There's actually also this wallpaper from Vampires. I'm thinking we add that, and then I saw someone had the idea to add money trees in this house. So I'm gonna download some. These are super easy. You can just get them off the gallery. You do need seasons though, I think. So I am just gonna stick that in the corner, and then we can just move the money tree around. We're gonna use this as decor. I may put it in a different pot though, something less flashy for my money tree. I'll just put these in the corner, and then I guess we can add in some seating. This is really just a room leading into all of the other ones. So we'll have like a little living space. I've been loving using these Life and Death rugs. So we can add a coffee table in the middle. I wanted to add a picture like this in the background. Ironically, these are all of vampires, but this is my favorite frame and I already use this one. Okay, so I just downloaded this off the gallery. This is the creator that put it up. It does peek below my frame a little bit, so I'm gonna use the other couch from Vampires and try to hide it. We'll just like squeeze it against this picture so you can't see the bottom of it. We could add some more of these pillar tables, this chandelier in the middle. This is a cool spot. The fact that you're just like lounging between these money trees that grow literal money on them. I feel like having the money trees in here might be a little more of like a new money sort of thing, just because it's kind of obnoxious, but like if they grew into trees, it means they've been here for a long time. So on that note, I will be adding more of them. Imagine the maid like steals money from these trees. The owners probably wouldn't even notice. I want it to feel like you're driving down a tree-lined street when you enter this ballroom. So I'm adding these trees on both sides. We'll get some more art right here. I guess this room can also be seating. I don't know. I'm imagining if you needed to take a break from the ballroom, you could just come and like lounge in this spot. So that's what I'm gonna leave it as. And then as a final touch, I did want to go in and add some prank items just like scattered around. Like in this closet, I'm gonna add a couple voodoo dolls. These belong to the frat boy son. And then I also wanted to add a water balloon bucket because like imagine everyone in here in all their formal wear and then someone just comes running in with water balloons. So I'm gonna hide this behind, maybe I want Sims to be able to get to it still. I think I'll just add that in the wine cellar. It's just a bucket of wine. So these basement floors were honestly what I wanted to focus mostly on. I wanted to pay most attention to these because they're so fun, but we still have 2 more floors to go. These ones are not as big, so we'll move a little quickly through these areas just because I want it to be not the longest video ever. But I was thinking in this main spot, this is the entry, right? So I do want to make a statement here, but in the way of like, I want this to look like a museum, like I was saying earlier. So let me maybe add this on top. We're gonna have knights guarding all the doors. So we have some in the back exits here. Then we can add some chairs around. Maybe I'll do all around these edges. For curtains, we're operating on this floor at the tallest wall height, which is gonna be so annoying to find curtains. I wanted to use these ones, but they only come in like the lowest and medium wall heights, and I feel like they're just not long enough. This is why you'll always see me coming back to these ones from Desert Luxe, because they just come in every wall height and they look really nice in a variety of different styles. You can connect them with these mounts. They're just so perfect. I hope every curtain we ever get going forward comes in every wall height like these. I want again these super fancy chandeliers like everywhere. And another annoying thing is because we have trim going along the outside of this level, my columns won't actually reach the height that they have to. I don't know why, but whenever there's trim on the outside, like the thick trim, then the columns won't go any higher than it. I'm gonna keep going with these life and death rugs. I wonder if it would look weird if I use 2. I think it looks weird. Another issue I'm running into is the planters are just not nice enough for what I'm looking for. So I'm opening up Realm of Magic Debug and we're finding this item. I normally use this for lights, like whenever I add orbs. Also from Realm of Magic, I use these. So I'm gonna place them in the corners and then we just need a plant to raise in there. Preferably something we can size up so we don't get any weird shadowing. Okay, what about this? This is a tiny little plant from Dine Out. I'm gonna raise it up and put it in there. Okay, that's cute. That's a cute hack. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Maybe I'll add some chairs over here with like an end table in between. I also wanted to add in more statues. Maybe we won't have knights at every door. We can add this clock. And okay, I feel like we don't need a whole lot happening here. This is again not meant to be a living room. It's just for seating. It's just our entry. But I think we succeeded in making it look like some weird museum. This is a better angle of our dinosaur skull right in the middle. I added some of the pillars with more little statues on top too. There's some of the paintings that I downloaded off the gallery. Let's go do our dining room. This is gonna be more of like the personal dining room, or I guess maybe more of the everyday dining room, which is crazy. So I think for this one, I'm gonna use a table from Vampires. I'll use the chairs again that we used downstairs from Life and Death. This wallpaper isn't cutting it. Let's try this. I'm almost wondering if we go a little colder for this floor. Like downstairs, the color palette was all warm. It was inviting, but you're really only going down there if you're invited. This portion of the house is more so for the family. So like, it doesn't really need to be overly welcoming. They don't want you up here. So this time we'll add this picture from Paranormal. There's a corner table that's really nice. I always forget about it from base game just because it's in this weird spot, but here it is. I like the details on it. We could add some of these candles from Dine Out, this big candelabra from Vampires. One thing I really love to decorate is a dining table in The Sims. I feel like it's a space that a lot of people kind of forget about, and it just makes the house look all the more done up. So here we have our personal dining room, or like the everyday dining room, the family dining room. This is going to lead us into the kitchen. This is again more of like a personal kitchen if they ever decide to cook themselves. We can get some counters wrapping around this wall. I'm kind of hoping this works. Okay, yeah, then they can come around this side, but I'll add ovens right here. I'll just have the one oven on this one, and then we can hide our sinks in the back. This could also be where we add our dishwasher, and then I'm also just gonna have our cabinets going around here too. I'm gonna add my 2 fridges over here. I think we'll even have space in this one for a small dining table. I guess this could just be like a breakfast table, or if you wanted just a quick snack, we'll just add a few bar stools to this one, maybe an extra chandelier. These ones I'm using are from Vampires, by the way. We still need a trash can. I've been using this one, which is the Nano Can 2.0, which gives your Sims money back when you use it. We'll add some aprons. We can add our DIY planters in this room. When I have some space here, so I'm just adding in some hanging pots and pans. All right, so this is our kitchen. This is a personal kitchen, the one that they would use. I'm not sure how often they actually use this one, but it is there if they want it. I really don't know the last time I've built a house with 2 kitchens in it, but let's go do the living room next.
The next day.
All right, you guys, we took a little build break, but we're back. We are back and ready to tackle this living room. So, gonna use the new flooring again. Part of me wants to keep with that cooler tone that we've been going with for like the right wing, but I think I'll bring warmer tones back upstairs again. So I don't know, maybe we try and come back to this. And my living room is super nice. We have lots of windows, but I feel like I need a space for my TV. So I always just build a wall for it if I don't have one. I'd personally rather do that than delete any windows. Let's do frame TV for in here. And this sideboard has been the star of the show, so may as well keep using it. Actually, they've shared the spotlight with this little column thing. And then for a statue here, I know the artist studio kit has this, which could be kind of fancy. Looks expensive. Maybe it's a custom. I'm gonna bring in these lights from Get Together. And by the way, I'm wondering how you guys are liking these longer videos. I know this one's gonna be like really long. I think it kind of has to be for the amount that we're doing in this build. Like any shorter and I feel like it would be too quick, you know? But it's been a couple weeks since we've done a challenge video, so I really want to go back to that. But lately I haven't mind having like sort of a balance, I guess, between the challenge videos and like just the regular chill building videos. Let me know what you guys prefer. Like if you're liking the longer chill videos or if you like more of like the themed sort of challenge videos, let me know. I think a lot of people watch my videos in like the background sort of thing, which is the biggest compliment ever, because that is exactly how I watch my YouTube videos too. Like if I'm working or cleaning the house or getting ready for something, that is when YouTube shines for me. So like I think if you're someone like me, you probably prefer the chill videos, but I don't know, I think a mixture of both is good sometimes too. But anyway, we're adding in this record player from Get Famous, maybe with some flowers on there. I'll add this phone on here too. I wish it was functional. Oh, I can't get over that. I don't know how they would have done it, but that would have been so cool. Okay, and then back behind here, I think I'm just going to add another big bookshelf. I'll add the matching chairs to the living room set that I just used, or we could put them right here and put a smaller fireplace on the side, like that. And then we just add an end table with a lamp. I'm just getting these mounts to wrap around properly. We'll add in some more art. And here we have our main living room. Again, more of like a family room where they would hang out together. Something tells me that doesn't happen too often. I also don't really peg these people as like TV people. Like I don't really know how often they'd be spending watching TV, but there we go. That is our living room. Now all we have to do on this floor is the big bathroom. And I had another room over here that I was planning on making into storage, but I think 2 bathrooms on this floor would be good. So for this one, I'm thinking we use this swan bathtub. This is another item that a lot of people hate on, but I think it's really cool. Like the swan is just sort of hugging the bathtub. It's from Get Famous. We actually have some room for platforms here. Maybe we could actually raise this up. I'll just raise it up by 2 ticks, and then instead we could put the bathtub up there. We'll add some stairs coming down. Ooh, and maybe I could surround this with columns like that. As long as they're not on that outer wall, we won't have that height issue. Then we could put a fence in here. I love adding fences in my rooms. We're probably gonna do this in bedrooms too. It's just like, imagine going up these little stairs to your bath surrounded by columns and a fence. Are you kidding? There's this item from Jungle Adventure. Hold on. Like this stone item, I just put that underneath my bathtub and that looks so pretty. I guess I have room to put a shower back here too. And we'll use the fancy towel thing up here. We do need a laundry hamper somewhere. Maybe I'll put that by the door. And I think I'll add these big mirrors behind. We also also need some curtains, but I don't want to cover the windows completely. I want it to seem like you could pull them across if you wanted. This is the prettiest spot up here. Okay, I need to put a toilet. I guess I can just go here. And then for my sinks, I'm gonna use these ones also from Get Famous. Oh, there's this mirror we can add too. I always add too many mirrors, literally just because I like the way they look in this game. I'm gonna add more of these towels over here just because I don't really have room to put them on the wall. We could add a table. Maybe this has towels in it. We can add towels and candles and stuff on top. I have not used this yet from the Secret Sanctuary kit. These are cool. I like that one with the crow. And then I guess I just need something here. Let's add in an ottoman, I guess. And I'll just do a cabinet over the toilet. I feel like these curtains would get stuck on the toilet, but like, whatever. They're not moving realistically. And I don't like putting my toilets too close to the door, just in case your Sims walk in on them. So here we go. This is such a pretty bathroom. I love that bathtub spot. This is probably gonna be the biggest bathroom we have in the house. I also switched over that end table with the ottoman, but super, super pretty. I love that bathtub spot. I can't get over it. All we have left to do down here is this one. This is not gonna be that exciting. Like in this one, we can do a shower. We'll still have our expensive stuff going on, but like, I don't think I'll fit a bathtub in here, but we can fit a sink there with a really nice mirror. We'll add some towels and of course the laundry hamper. So there we go. We have this second bathroom on this floor. And okay, coming upstairs, I still have this massive chandelier hanging, but I feel like it would look better if I sized this one up instead. The only reason I don't like to do that is because when you size up candles, the flame doesn't come with it. So like if we go in live mode, the flames are gonna just be floating where they shouldn't be. Like the vampires one has flames. Are these real flames? No, these are just like weird candle-y light things. Okay, let's try this one from Get Together instead. Just a massive chandelier right in the middle of this loft. I'll add some wallpaper up here. I think I'm gonna furnish this room after, but let's start doing some bedrooms. And I want to start off with the teen sim that fell for the sim in the new money household, because they're also gonna have a secret door. We just have so many secrets up in this household, but I'm gonna use this one and I'm gonna go darker in here. We can start by finding a bed, but I don't want it to be over the top. Like what about this one from Cottage Living? This is the sim that is always throwing secret parties in the basement. They're probably always getting in trouble from their parents, but there could be still a part of them that tries to appease them in a way. I'm gonna add a computer in here, and I was thinking about adding in these because they kind of look like degrees, like a university degree or something. So maybe he puts these on the wall, but he actually got these from the pub. And maybe he actually is into horses. Maybe the reason why he throws the parties downstairs and took over that situation is so that the horses didn't have to be down there. Like maybe they have horses off the lot or something instead. So I'm gonna add in these horse trophies. I'm sure his parents don't mind that he's really good at horseback riding. I'm also gonna add in this dresser from Vampires. We'll do a mirror in the corner. I might add in some more shelves with books or something on them. More of this fancy looking art, which is actually just from the pub. But I want to tie in music somehow. Like I'm gonna add a guitar from Horse Ranch. But then going into this secret room, I was thinking about adding the music mixing station. Not a DJ booth because, I mean, we already have one downstairs, and also that's gonna be like the new Money Sims thing, but this could connect them. Maybe they hang out in here together and make music. Like no one could ever find them in here. They're behind the bookshelf door. And I want the style in here to be completely different. Like I'm gonna add this checkered rug under this. We could get some graffiti on the wall. We could totally fit a small couch back here. We'll get some fairy lights. We also have room to add a table, and we can get a speaker on here. And I'm gonna add some blinds on this instead, just to make sure you can actually cover these. By the way, this is probably one of the worst packs to ever exist in The Sims, but the blinds for My First Pet stuff are like pretty good. I'm gonna add some of these posters too. And there we have our secret music making room. Maybe this sim and the new money sim can hang out in here together. And this is the more presentable room to the old money household. It's still not perfect. It's gonna be a lot more casual than the other ones, I think. But here it is. We've got some headphones on there. I added a couple more pictures on the wall. We have all of our horse displays. And now we're ready to move on to the other bedrooms. So there's gonna be 4 of them up here. I think I'm gonna come over and do maybe this more generic one. I'm thinking this could maybe be a guest bedroom. I'm gonna use this bed. This is one of the more expensive ones. This one would be so pretty, but I've already used it. Let's do, dare we add this man? why not? I've been avoiding using these curtains just because they are not the nicest in my opinion, but like they are super detailed. They've got that older, like expensive look, so I'm just gonna use them in here, I guess. I've been loving adding this ottoman at the end of my bed just because it's so small, but it looks good. We could also raise up some pillows on top of it, just making it look extra cozy. I'm gonna add these pillars and some lamps. We also need a dresser. I'm trying to get this one to look more like traditional other than the guy. Like we'll get a big fancy chair, a rug. We need a hamper, a nice big mirror. I added a little extra clutter in here like that ship from Base Game and these little trunks from City Living. And this is our guest bedroom. I feel like the curtains kind of work in this one. I don't know why. I like the contrast too between like this super fancy and then there's just like this man. Okay, let's move on from here. Let's go do the bedroom for the owner of the house, which I want to say can be this one. And I think I'm going to put the bed up on a platform just because they've been working out so well for us so far. Let's raise this up. I'll add some stairs over here. We are yet to use the most expensive bed, so we're going to do that. And what color should we do in here? I was picturing maybe green. I think it would look pretty with this rug underneath. I do also want to add some columns surrounding this. What if we added spandrels? Would that be too much? Oh, I think it might actually, maybe it won't break. And then what if we combined curtains onto the columns? Like just giving some privacy up here. I don't know, that could be interesting. I don't know if I'm fully sold on it, so I'm not gonna go all the way across. I'm adding this Base Game dresser in the corner, and then I like how we pretty much have an entire half of the room still. Like we could get a small fireplace in there, maybe with a small couch. I also wanted to add a bookshelf because I'm assuming this is gonna be the scholarly sim, or at least one of them is, so they'll have their own reading area over there. And then on here, I still did want to add some jewelry, so I'm just gonna add some stuff from the Crystal Creations kit. Not a whole lot, maybe I'll just keep it at this one container. Oh, but also we did get this jewelry box. This one is really cute actually. Maybe I'll do that one instead. I'll use these pictures over the bookshelf. There's also this stack of books we could add from Cats and Dogs. It's a functional bookshelf. I like that it looks kind of old. I'm gonna add some of the stacks of books in here like we did downstairs in the library. Now we just need more art. And here we have our second bedroom, maybe the main bedroom. It does kind of make sense with all the books and stuff. I really like this platform up top, so I think I'll bring the same platform idea into the other room, but then we also have this cozy little reading corner in this bedroom. All right, let's move on from here. Let's go do the final bedroom, which I'm again gonna raise this up on a platform. I've been wanting to use this bed, which I think I'll add right here. We might have to sacrifice that window, but I think that would look pretty. And then should I bring this out just so there's more room to walk up there? That looks good. Then we'll keep with the columns. We could add our stairs here. Imagine they both fell for the new money sim. Wait, that could really cause some drama. What could this story be? Okay, so this sim does conform to what their parents want them to be, or at least they did until they stumbled across the basement horse house party. And now they're doing everything to fit in with that crowd instead, just trying to like follow in their brother's footsteps, or this sim is always trying to catch them to tell on them. Maybe that could be more fun. Sometimes people write stories about my builds in the comments, so if you have one, please share. I love reading them. In this room, I'm also going to add a vanity. We could add the new Secret Sanctuary one. Maybe I'll move that over to this corner and then we can add a big dresser like this one from Vampires. Oh, wait, I have an idea. I was gonna make this a bathroom here, but I am going to take this door and add it over here, and then in this room, we'll add the listening device. I'll delete this door. This is gonna be her secret room. All the kids have secrets. Yeah, so she's definitely spying on them. She's jealous. She's using the listening device to get more info on the house guests. I love this family. I need to know more about them. So, okay, I've just added a bookshelf behind the vanity just so I can make a smaller section. This is really just to divide the room and not have everything pushed against the wall so much. And here we go. We have bratty little sister room. She is spying on her brother and all of the Sims that come over to the parties, trying to get them in trouble, trying to please her parents. I love this bedroom. I love this top part with the bed and the couches up there. I didn't really expect this Sim to have a secret, but here we go. You never know what's gonna happen in this household. Also fitting that she's got the balcony too, so she can just creep on people. And our hallway upstairs is complete. It looks so weird with this gap because there's just like a hole in the ceiling and it makes it look like we have a massive skylight skylight, which I mean, I guess is cool. It looks pretty. There's a plane up there. In this hallway area, I basically just added more seating. There are some desks over here. I also added in more skill items. I also finished up more of the bathrooms. There's 2 on this floor. This is one of them. This one and the other one are some of my favorite bathrooms I've done with these platforms and the fence and the stairs. It just makes it look so much more elegant with the bathtub up here. We've got our girl there. She's on the opposite side of this guy. Then on this side, I also used that peacock sink again. And this is our final bathroom. It has like a tarot theme. I used pictures of like the tarot cards that come with the Sims floor. I don't know why, it just seemed eerie and fitting. So that is us finally finished this massive mansion. This took me a very, very long time. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know which room was your favorite. This is what the total lot value ended up being for the old money house, which is surprising to me. I thought we would hit over $1 million for sure. The new money house was quite a bit less. So this is the total lot value for the new money house. Again, if you missed this one, I'll link it down below along with the exteriors of both of these houses. And again, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.